So this week we have had European protesters block a number of business aviation airports, and this is what we're going to be talking about in today's episode of BizJet TV. And this is not so much to report about what's been happening, but I just want to talk to these people that are protesting and just educate them a little bit, because I think they're being a bit ignorant here. So, my name is Fabrizio Poli. I'm the host here on BizJet TV. Lots of content on the channel about business aviation, aircraft accidents, interviews with business jet owners, and lots more. And also I write for Avbuyer Magazine. You can click on the link below to go to my articles I'm doing. I'm writing a whole series right now on different business jet owners and their business story and how they include the business jet as part of their business tools. So let's get into these protesters and what they're up to. So they've been going into airports like Milan and Arte, where I used to fly out of. They've been to Le Bourget over in France, which is a business jet airport. They've been over to Farnborough Airport here in the UK to protest. They've even blocked and damaged an airplane in Amsterdam. So, you know, all sorts of stuff going on. And what these people want? Well, first of all, they're trying to ban private jets from flying. That's the ultimate goal. The second thing they're trying to do, well, let's just put massive high taxes on private jets and also on airline frequent flyers. So they're just, you know, I don't know these people, what type of education they've had. I don't know who's been putting this information into their heads, but these people are very, very ignorant. And now, one thing I learned when I was on my command course to become an airline captain, one of the important lessons that I learned is that airplanes crash very often because the pilots didn't gather enough information before making the decision. So they launched out, made a decision, not gathering all the facts, and crashed into a mountain. So you got to take time to gather the facts. So you people out there that are protesting, saying that private jets fly around with two people and they pollute the air and they're destroying the planet, blah, 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 that is a load of rubbish. You need to really start and look at the real facts and do some real research and think about what you're seeing. Try and connect the dots. There's a lot of people out there trying to put these ideas into people's heads because they want to control you, okay? They're giving you these ideas. These politicians want you to vote for them. They want to ban private jets. But this is what you have to understand. Now, what are the people in the private jets actually doing? Now, I've flown people around the world as a pilot on private jets. And, you know, a lot of these people that I've flown around have got a ton of money. And guess what? You've never heard of them. So we hear of certain individuals that have private jets, and we read about them on the internet, we see them on TV, etc., etc. But there's lots of other people busy, working away. And I'll tell you one thing. Now, if you're watching this and you're one of these protesters, I bet you've been to shop at Walmart or Asda, one of these supermarkets which belong to the Walmart family. Okay. Now, do you know that Walmart own and operate over 27 to 28 private jets? And do you know that during the crisis of 2008, 2009, they increased their fleet? Now, what do they do with these private jets? They don't just gallivant around. If you read the biography of Sam Walton, who's the founder of Walmart, you'll find out very, very early in the book, he tells the story of, okay, he flew as a hobby, but then he decided to use airplanes to help to find key locations in order where he could put a store. So he'd fly above and whatever and that. And then they morphed into using the planes from going from one location to the other and flying as executives on it so they could go out to maybe 2 or 3 different locations in one day and be back for dinner. Now, if you're using a private jet that way, your people are getting on an airplane, they're going out, they're visiting 3 locations in a day, which you wouldn't be able to do with the airlines, and they're home for dinner with their families. So that puts less stress on them. When people travel a lot for business, there's a lot of stress being away from the family, and then your wife calls you, one of your children is sick, you start to get worried, you go into your business meeting, your head's at home, but your body's in the meeting. You're not going to perform at your best. So the private jet allows these people. So here we are, Walmart, which not many people know that Walmart owned one of the largest private jet fleets in the world, okay, of one corporation. And we're talking, you know, 27 airplanes, maybe even 30 now. But they use them in an effective manner. And this is why you, Mr. Protester, can go to Walmart and buy cheap groceries or groceries that are cheaper than maybe other shops. It's because they're using private jets. So if you stop them from using private jets, okay, what's going to happen? The price of your groceries is going to go up, my friend. Yes. The other thing, These people that fly around private jets are big business people, like Elon Musk, okay? They criticize Elon Musk, saying, oh, he's flying around. There's that young man tracking Elon Musk and all his flights on his Gulfstream G650 and, you know, criticizing Elon. But what you have to realize is that because Elon Musk flies by private jet, it allows him to build all these electric cars because he's going around the world, he's doing more deals, he's creating more jobs, he's putting money into people's pockets, he's producing more electric cars, which is far, you know, is going to do a lot more for the world because, you know, all these electric cars don't pollute as normal cars. So these are kind of things that you have to realize. So if you start to tax private jets, what's going to happen? Mr. Entrepreneur down the road that was thinking of opening a massive store and employing 30 people in your town is not going to come anymore. He's going to go elsewhere. So Europe is, I don't like the way Europe's going, okay? And I'll be very, I don't want to be political or anything, but, you know, Europe is going very down the socialist route, okay? Now, call it Nazism, call it communism, same thing at the end. The government controls everything, okay? Government controls the people. That's basically it. This is what's happening. So they're trying to convince, you know, the people that, you know, private jets are a bad thing. But you ban private jets, you tax private jets, and the people that own those airplanes will shut their businesses in your country, fire a load of people, and go and move their factory to, you know, Vietnam or Singapore or whatever, and give those people jobs. Okay? So they'll be putting money into their pockets every month, not your pockets. So, Mr. Protester, before you go and protest again, okay, I want you to do some homework. And as you do the homework, I want you to use your brain and I want you to start thinking. Because I'm telling you here, there's lots of content here on BizJet TV, okay? The private, and I'm not saying this because this is my business, it is a fact that a private jet is a business tool. It's a bit like owning a car, okay? If you own your own car, you've got a driver's license or you've got a chauffeur, whatever, that allows you to go out shopping and back a lot quicker than if you was to have to catch the bus. Because the bus, you have to walk to the bus stop, then you have to wait for the bus to turn up, then you get on the bus with a load of strangers, and now with all this COVID stuff that's out there and whatever, do you really want to be sitting on a bus with a load of strangers, coughing and splattering all over you? Think about that one. And then you get to the other side, you get off the bus, and you walk another 10 minutes to your destination. Then you grab all your shopping, and then you lug it onto the bus stop, onto the bus, which is 10 minutes late, and eventually you get home. And that took you 3 hours. If you'd had your own car, it would have taken you 15 minutes. And it's the same with a private jet. So think how much, you know, and if you do this with the bus, by the time you get home, you're really, really tired. Well, it's the same thing with a private jet. That's really the analogy there. So really, Mr. Protester out there, think carefully. Do your own research. Don't allow these politicians that haven't got a flipping clue about the business world. Okay, put these stupid ideas in your head. Okay, tell you that this guy's bad and that way. Do your own research. Get some books, watch a few videos, listen to this guy's opinion and that guy's opinion, and start thinking about it and connect the dots. This is really, really important because the way the world's going right now, there's too many stupid people out there because they're not taking the time to study and educate themselves. They're like those pilots that make that quick decision without gaining all the information and they crash into the mountain. It's exactly what's happening. So if Mr. Politician is putting those ideas in your head that, oh, that guy flying around on his private jet is really, really evil, we should tax him, blah, 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 blah. Okay, go ahead and do that. Okay, go and protest, you know, and that guy will shut his factory down. You'll lose your job and that job will be given to somebody in Vietnam and their family will benefit. This is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so I want you to stop doing this protesting. First of all, do your research and then make your decision. So let's get the commentary going. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments on this one. I'm sure a lot of people are going to attack me, but honestly, I don't care. I just want to educate the market and tell the truth. And this is what we need to understand here. What really is happening isn't happening. And what does the private jet do? Okay, it can really be a great business tool for your business. And if your boss has a private jet, you only have to thank him. If you work stacking shelves at Asda or Walmart or whatever, remember, you've got that job. You're putting food on the table for your family thanks to the fact that your boss is flying around in a private jet. That's all from Fabrizio Parli on this episode. Check this other video here. I'm sure you enjoy about private aviation and lots more to come soon. Subscribe, and if you're not a diamond member or gold member, you can join by pressing the join button below and see the different membership levels. And also give me a super thanks if you really enjoyed this video. That's all from Fabrizio Parli on BizJet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.